So here's my take on why to model. So modeling enables us to think clearly. Verbal arguments can be clear, but in more complicated matters, when you're thinking about learning and selection, then we have to think about all the steps in the argument. Modeling forces us to do that. It's a technique for laying out the different arguments and seeing if they combined make sense. Model also enables us to understand the aggregate consequences of simple assumptions. So one example is the skewed size distribution. So many firms are small, there's some really large firms. Now this can be explained by random growth. So the key idea is that growth accumulates over time. So Simon was one of the originators of this kind of idea. Now it's very difficult to think through the implications of random growth intuitively, verbally. You need some kind of model to see what the implications are. Models also can surprise us and they can show us phenomena we hadn't thought would occur. So we need to exercise the model and show what happens. And then we see the emergent consequences. So the micromotives and macro behavior is a great example. So Schelling illustrated how weak preferences for being with people who are similar to you can result in pretty stark patterns of segregation. So finally, modeling enable us to see further. We can rely on procedures for inference that have been developed in mathematics or in other formal systems, logic, or in simulations. We let the computer compute the consequences. So we have the dolphin here, it's happy, but at the sea level, using quite simple concepts. And they have the whale deep down, thinking deep thoughts, but enabled by procedures that have been developed over thousands or hundreds of years. That's my take. See you.